arteries and veins, it's a lot harder to make them look good or to find them because you kind of have to already have a general idea of what you're looking for.
And we also have to know like the hepatic veins and gastric.
Yes. So not on the cat. On the cat, most of your stuff is back in here. That's the anterior.
Oh,
That's the posterior. The anterior is.
oh, you said. What did you say was posterior up here? Like you said something like posterior and then something anterior.
So this is the precava. The postcava is back here. So down, all the way back down here, this big vein is the postcava.
And
And most of your blood, that's the precava. Most of your blood is in your veins, so that's why the veins are always so gigantic relative to the arteries. There's the dorsal aorta. So I can,
Is that also the dorsal aorta?
no,
That's
these
the-
are.
Ventral, right?
Oh, that's a
No.
subclavian artery.
This is the subclavian. That's the
No.
innominate.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Gotcha.
And you have the dorsal aorta.
Why is that called a dorsal aorta right there?
Because this is the back. Aorta signifies that it's a artery.
Okay.
Dorsal just means it's on the back surface. Because right behind there is the spine.
Okay. And do these come out to be certain?
Yes. So that one's. These two are something you need to know. So those are the iliacolumbar artery and vein. Iliacolumbar. So lumbar region is here. Your ilium's kind of in that region on the other side. So iliacolumbar. It splits off into the legs. Two splits. This thing. It actually doesn't matter that I'm cleaning myself. Alright, so if I follow this one down, so everybody see that there's a vein there and a vein there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so you have the external iliac artery, the common iliac vein.
External iliac artery.
So externally, common iliac vein. After this first one, now you have the external iliac vein. Right? And then once you're down to here, then you have the femoral artery and vein.
Okay.
So
first cell that
before
comes out.
before the first branch, you have the common. After the first branch, just dealing with the vein. So before, common. After the first branch, the external. After that, femoral.
So this one right here is external.
So just in between there. So it's just
Oh.
this same thing
okay.
gets three different names just because stuff
Okay.
starts popping off of it. But the same thing, you can kind of tell where the femoral starts because you got this thing coming off and then that coming off. So they both, after this branch, are now both the femoral. Right? And you just remember that because that's the femur. That bone in there is the femur.
Okay. What did you say this one was again?
This one?
Oh, the wait, iliac.
Iliacolumbar.
Not that one.
Iliac.
This one? Nope.
Are those the kidneys?
These are the kidneys. Right? Up in the kidney. So, kidney, renal. That's what you're dealing with. So, renal vein. And you see the red thing? What are those going to be?
Arteries? Yes.
That's simple. You just have to know the names of stuff. Technically, there's other stuff in there here, but I'd really have to take out chunks of the liver.
Thank you.
To get at those. Yeah, I don't like those.
Can you go through that one more time? That's the external,
So external iliac artery.
external iliac artery, and then
Common iliac vein.
vein.
Yes.
Internal iliac vein.
Yes. Internal or external iliac vein.
External.
And then the femoral vein.
Femoral artery So they differ in their name just for this little branch. So common versus external, then they're both external, then they're both femoral. So, yeah, so that's a lot of things. You don't really have to know the arteries from veins separate, except for these few certain cases, like down here and up here in the cat. And especially in the cat, where things are nice and big and clear, much easier to ask fair questions on things that are big and nice and clear. In the shark, I kind of gave you a brief run through of things of like, yeah, that looks pretty good. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And again, I'm writing these questions, so I'll tend to pick things that are, pretty clear what they are. If it's coming off the liver, in like your shark or your salamander, probably the hepatic portal,
The pink one?
Blue.
The blue
the
one?
big blue one. So big liver, big honking vein coming off of it. It's got to be the hepatic portal.
And the pink one?
The pink one,
It's
that's a
the
lung
lung.
actually.
Are there any arteries or veins in the digestive system of the cat?
Not to my knowledge.
So
And
for
it-
all the animals, red is always artery and the blue is always vein.
except for in the shark. Shark, all the veins are